before you. I love business. I've been doing business since I was in elementary school. Y'all can have a seat. So this is in me. It's in me. So I'll just decrease right now, Lord God, that you may increase. Lord, give us wisdom. Download ideas, inventions. I download your ideas, your inventions to your people, Lord God, so that they can get it. That you have something more in store for them, Lord God.
Yes, Lord.
That there is more for them, Lord God. So we thank you right now in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Bishop said something that I agree with. I want you to hear me in one ear, but I want you to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying in the other ear. Because he's going to be speaking to you about what he wants you to do specifically and how you should do business. Amen?
Amen.
I'm just giving you some of the things that I've gone through. So the first thing is, he said we're going to talk about a couple of different business opportunities. As you know, one way to have a business is to create a product, right?
That's right.
So, in creating the products, so I'm going to give you lessons learned of all these different ideas too. Lessons learned. So, in creating my product, the first product that I did was Marriage 101. It's a book. And so, I never ever wanted to write a book. And I kicked my husband out one night and was getting ready to get a divorce. And so I went to the Lord in prayer and I said, what is it about the institution of marriage that most of us can't seem to get? And he said, it's not the institution, it's you. And he said, everything I tell you to do it and put it in a book. So that's what I did. So what I've learned from this, somebody asked me, when I went to them, I said, I think the Lord told me to write a book. And they said, well, can you do it? No. And they were like, well, it was God. Because the one thing that God is going to give you is going to be bigger than you.
Come on now.
You will know when God gives you something because it's bigger than you.
That's right.
If you can do it, that is you. If you can't do it, that is God.
Come on now.
So the Marriage 101 is the first thing that I did. I self-published it. And then I went to a major publishing company. They picked it up. And then the devil stole from me my confidence. So I don't know if you guys over here know about Joel Osteen, but his marriage ministry leader had called and said, I got good news and I've got bad news for you. And I said, okay, what's the good news? They said the good news is that we'll use Marriage 101 for our marriage ministry. Yay! They're a mega church in the U.S. The bad thing is that you're no longer with a major publishing company, and we only use major publishing companies. So that destroyed me, and I put it down. But this is what God had called me to do. And I let the devil steal that from me. So I'm believing that I'm going to recover all after this conference. Yes. So is there any married couple in here that's doing business together? You get one automatic. There was only one. You got one. Is your wife? I need the wife. That's your wife? Come and get it. Amen. And you get yours. Amen. God bless you. All right. So I just wanted to give that. And then with Marriage 101, so a lot of times when we're doing business, we're trying to figure out how we're going to do it, right? We don't have the time, especially for women. We are mothers, we are wives, we are working, we're doing all these things, cleaning house, and we're trying to figure out how to do it. And one of the lessons that I learned about when God calls us to do something, first of all, he'll wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I know that some of y'all, he's waking up and you're like, no, Lord, I just want to go back to sleep. Well, get up and let him use you, okay? The other thing you can do is, what I've done is take 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, 365 365 days out of the year takes you 365 hours closer to your dream. Because if you're waiting for that big opportunity, that time where you get 8 hours to do something, or you're never gonna find it. So you have to take these small baby steps to get where you need to be. And I'd rather be at 365 hours into it than still sitting here next year waiting for it to come and say, I never had time. So you don't want to do that. The next product that I have is what I'm working on right now. It's a app for receipts, gift cards, and coupons. I don't know about you, and this is how you get your ideas. There's things right in your house or things that is going on that it's in your mind. You have this stuff in your mind. So how many women can relate to this? You go to the store to return something, can't find a receipt, right? Or you got too many in your purse, whatever. You got coupons that die on you, right? And so by the time you get to the store, you're like, oh man, the coupon no longer works. It expired, right? And then you have gift cards. If you're out at the store, you never think about that you're going to go to that store, but then you say, oh man, I had that gift card, I don't have it on me. Well, the app that I developed does all three of those. You scan the barcode and you put it inside of your phone and you save everything inside of your phone. So that's supposed to be out actually this year. Now, the thing about it being bigger than me is, I don't know nothing about technology. So as I'm talking to the developer, he's saying, this is what I'm hearing him say, because I don't know what he's talking about. So it's bigger than me, and I'm working through it. And then the last thing is Clean Paws, and we'll talk about that. It's a self-cleaning system for dog paws, and we'll talk about that later on. The second thing is that you can provide a service. So you have skills, you have gifts, and you have talents. You can use that as a service, right? So one of the lessons that I learned is that I am more than an employee on my job. Okay, so I went and I was working for the Postal Service, and I was a contract specialist. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but basically I buy products for my job. I buy everything that they need. And I have authority to sign off on up to $10 million worth. So I did it with excellence. My husband said, come home, be a stay-at-home wife. So I'm like, okay, my career is just down the drain. I prayed about it because I wanted to stay in that business. I hear him speaking now. I wanted to stay in that business with the Postal Service, but I was afraid. Don't be afraid to step out. Even because I didn't know what being a stay-at-home mom looked like. All I knew was I was making money, and then I'm not going to make money. My husband's going to control everything that's going on. I'm going to keep it real. That was a fear that my husband's going to control everything, and then I was going to lose who I was. And so, for me, I prayed because I had asked my husband for a divorce because he said, I want you to come home. And I said, you married the wrong woman. I'm a businesswoman. I ain't coming home, be no stay-at-home wife. And so I asked him for a divorce 3 times, and he said, if you say you want a divorce again, I'm going to give you one. So I shut my mouth. And so I prayed, and God said, yes, I want you to come home. But I didn't know that coming home was going to lead me into business. So my husband and I, he had already had his consulting firm, but he wanted to do something more because it wasn't making enough money that he wanted to make. So my job ended up calling me and saying, hey, are you interested in coming back to work for us? I said, not as an employee, as a contractor. So they were like, that's cool. And then my husband said, tell them to put it in our business name. So So they put it in our business name. So we started a consulting firm. He started it from his job. He left his job, they gave him a contract. And then when I left my job, they gave us a contract. So we started establishing past performance, because in the government and in the U.S., you got to have past performance. So in order for us to grow, we needed to have some past performance, and that's how we got it. So we have skills, we have talents, and we have abilities right now to be able to start a business, right? The third thing you can do, a franchise. So, Cousin John got a franchise. I actually bought a franchise. My husband and I bought a franchise. It didn't work out for us. It's working out for John, but it's a good thing to do. So franchise. I saw some Burger Kings here. I saw KFC here. I think you said McDonald's is here. Those are all franchises. Not yet. Okay. It's coming. Well, I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all can buy one, buy it. And if you can't buy it alone, get some people to put some money together and y'all buy it, because it's big business. And franchises are big business. You got Magic Johnson. Y'all know about Magic Johnson? Basketball player. This brother, his business is based off of franchises. I don't know if y'all know that. He had 105 Starbucks, 31 Burger Kings, and 13 24-hour fitnesses, along with theaters and all the other stuff. So he built his business, his brand, off of franchises. So the other thing is, say you already have a business. It's working for you. You got the process in place. You got everything you need, and it's successful. Start your own franchise. You can start your own franchise here, and then there are people here that will buy that franchise, and then they have their own business, right? So think about that. The only thing that we didn't like about it, does anybody have like a maid service? You put that process in place for maid service, you got other people that can go start their own business as maid services. I mean, it's easy. I mean, it's not easy, but you know what I'm saying. The only thing I didn't like about that is that we didn't have complete control, because when we tried to start our franchise, we couldn't agree with the franchisee on the location. So that's the only thing we didn't like about it. They have control over that business, where they put it, where it goes, etc. So you can't add anything to the menu. You can't take anything away. You got to keep it as it is. You got to go along with the business process. But it's still lucrative. It's still something that you guys can do. The fourth thing is to find someone else's idea and buy it. So if you ever seen, I got two people that y'all gonna be floored on. Ray Kroc, the owner of McDonald's. Did you know that he did not start McDonald's?
Sure did.
Yes, he did not start. There were the McDonald brothers that started McDonald's. Ray Kroc was a salesperson selling milkshake machines to them, and he was wondering, how am they buying so many milkshake machines? Because no other client of his bought as many milkshake machines. So he went there to look at what they were doing. And the lesson in this is that, and let me go back to Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz is the owner of Starbucks. Do y'all have Starbucks here? Okay, y'all do? Okay, it's not a franchise anymore, but it used to be a franchise. Howard Schultz, the owner of that, he bought that as well. He didn't start that. So the lesson that I was like, Lord, what's the lesson from this one? He said that there are people, if you go to stores, and have you ever gone to something and say, I can take that somewhere. They saw something that the owners couldn't see. They saw a bigger picture. So if you have seen items, around and said, this person they think it's so small, I can take this to the next level. Buy that joint. Buy it and do what God is telling you to do to take it to the next level. Does that make sense? Okay. Because the problem that those people have is that they don't know how to shift. They don't know how to pivot. And that's one reason why we also have problems in our businesses, because we stay on the same road that ain't getting you nowhere. Okay? You make it, I'm telling you, you making the same amount of So learn how to pivot as well. The next one is find someone else's idea and improve it. Right? So I had 2 dogs. One was a big white, all white German Shepherd, beautiful dog, LJ. But LJ paws were like probably the size of my hands. He had really big paws. So he would come into the house, especially if it's raining outside and muddy, and dirty up my floor. And I don't want a dirty floor. So I was like, just happened to say, I wish you could clean your own paws. And that's how Clean Paws was invented. So I was like, how can he clean his own paws? So I went online and I started searching for how to clean dogs' paws. There's some wipes that people had, but how do you know that it was like 90 pounds? I'm not going to lift up a 90-pound dog trying to clean his paws. That wasn't going to happen. Then I saw a rug that was like a drying rug that, yes, if I put it at the door, he walks on the rug, it would dry his paws off. But I wanted it disinfected because I don't want germs all over my couch. If he jumped on my couch or whatever, I'm a little germy person, so forgive me. So I was thinking, I said, okay, what if I put this cleaning part and this drying part together? What can I come up with? So I had a sponge area. One side was a sponge with disinfectant solutions, a disinfectant solution. The other pad was the drying pad. So when he walked on it, he would disinfect his paws, and then he would dry and take off any leftover debris. And keep on going, and my floor is clean. I didn't have to worry about also cleaning my floor. So you can take someone else's idea and improve it. So when you're out at the stores and stuff, look for opportunities for that kind of stuff. The 6th one is independent sales rep. So I think the lesson learned in that one was don't be afraid of competition, because what God has for you is for you. If you're trying to improve something, they're selling it too, but you're a competition to them. Don't be afraid of competition. Independent sales rep. Do y'all know about Avon? Okay, we have Avon. Mary Kay is makeup. We have Tracy Lynn jewelry. The products that you have, so say if you created a product, you created makeup or you created jewelry or something like that, you can have other people sell your products for you so that it's their small business. So at America, we have what they're called independent sales rep. This is not really a business that's going to go, I know the lady in Mary Kay is making, I think, almost $1 million a year in sales. But you can take those products and at least pay your bills. If you don't want to work for nobody and you want to be able to just pay enough for your own bills, be an independent sales rep. Starting small is okay. And then the last one is I put under the tag other. So flip, I don't know how you guys, you into real estate, somebody is on my Facebook doing real estate. You can flip real estate to make money, trade stocks. And what I've learned from these other people, have you seen now, do y'all have Dunkin' Donuts here? Y'all don't have Dunkin' Donuts, huh? No Dunkin' Donuts? Well, in the U.S., we have Dunkin' Donuts who partner with Baskin-Robbins. You have Arthur Treacher's, I just found this out the other day, who partner with Nathan Hot Dogs. So you got Arthur Treacher's, who's a chicken fish company that was on its own for years, I think they went out of business. A lot of the stores closed, so they were on their way out of business. You got Nathan's Hot Dogs, so they don't even go together, but guess what? They put them together. In fact, it's better to sell something than to not have anything. So partnering. Don't be afraid to partner with other people, because guess what? We all need each other.
Amen.
And we should try to sit there and be your own. I want to make $1 million and I want to make it by myself. You are going to be by yourself, and you're also not going to get that far, because partnering, he said that one can only chase 1,000, but two, when you partner, can chase 10,000, which means that I also can get 10,000. I can build on that. So partner with people. It's okay to partner. So out of those, how many in here are entrepreneurs? Just this side, and only a couple of people. All right. And how many on this side have more than one business? Because an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur. I've been doing it. If you just think back to when you were a kid. When I was a kid, I would go with my brother to shovel snow. You don't think that that's a business, but it was. I was trying to make money. It wasn't a business per se, but it was making money.
That's right.
Babysitting, making money. So I've been doing this for so long. An entrepreneur is an entrepreneur. Babysitting makes money.
Makes money. There it is.
So the reason why some of us struggle in business is because the challenges that come before us. And those challenges are, some of it is external, some of it is internal. So fear. Fear will grip you. Fear is for real, and you gotta fight that fear. And I forgot who, somebody said it the other day. You have to push your way like a magnet. I feel like fear is like a magnet. It takes you right there, like you're the magnet, and it takes you right there. Okay? But you are the one that has to, when it's trying to take you, you gotta be pulling yourself back from it, because once it takes you, you're there. But I got to pull myself away from it so that I can do it. And every time in that struggle, it's a real struggle, and I've dealt with it. But fear is one of them. Laziness, let me keep it real. Laziness is the other. We don't want to put the time in to do what we need to do. Get up and do what you're supposed to do. Satan, yeah. We can't blame everything on Satan, but he's one of our oppositions. He doesn't want us to fulfill what God is trying to do, right? Opinions of others. I call them dream snatchers. Because you'll have somebody that'll say, when you give it, don't tell nobody, like Joseph. You know, Joseph told the big dream, and what happened? His brothers were dream snatchers, right? So you can't tell everybody everything. You can tell them the surface level to the point that they know that they can handle. But you can't tell them the big one. I tell people my dream. If I tell people the big one, they're like, ooh, they walk away. They can't handle that. So I don't tell people that, because I don't need them snatching my dream. I don't need them to say, you can't do that. You're a little girl from Atlantic City, New Jersey. You don't have this, you don't have that. But they are dream snatchers. And the limits that we put on ourselves. We put those limits on ourselves. And so, again, being, someone from Atlantic, a girl that graduated from Potomac High School, or, living in Kenya, in my tribe. Isn't that what, who said that about his tribe? Was that Benjamin? Who was that talked about his tribe that he's from? I can't do that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Who was it? Gideon? Was it Gideon? Yeah. That I can't do that. I don't care what tribe you're from. I don't care what city you're from. I don't care that you don't have a degree. God, if he tells you to do something, he is going to provide. Yeah. He's the dream giver. Yes. He's the one who gives the dream. Guess what? It's his, he got to do it. He's got to provide for it. And that's what I rely on. I'm like, okay, Lord, you told me to write this book. What you going to do with it? And I give it to him. I got to put the work to it. I got to put my hand to the plow. But I rely on him for everything. So, to recover all is to know that we really don't have limits.
Come on.
There will be challenges, but to get through them, we have to tap into the greater one that was on the inside of us. Again, he's the dream giver. He has given us everything that pertains to this life and godliness. So tap into him, tap into his thoughts. And so I'm going to share before I close. I want to share something that I'm a teacher at heart. I don't teach kids, but you see this jar. Can it, as small as this jar is, can it contain something more? Because it's finite. Can it contain something that's big and more? Yes or no? Absolutely right. Can it contain it like this? No. What you said? With the top on it, it cannot. But with the top off. But with the top off, it can. Why? It's open. It's an open vessel. Right? A closed vessel can never contain anything larger than its size.
Come on, Jewell.
But an open vessel has no limitations.
Come on.
It can take the blowing of the wind, the outpouring of rain. So which is larger? What you know or what you don't know? What you say, go ahead, Bishop. What you don't know. So it's wise for us to seek that which we don't know. So then, how do we contain that which is bigger than you? That which is bigger than your ability to comprehend? Become an open vessel. Get the knowledge, get what you need, right? Only by opening yourself up can you come to know that which you don't know. And only by becoming an open vessel can you contain that which is greater than yourself. Your mind and your heart are finite. This right here is limited. Do you get that? It's only but so much you know. This is limited. But truth, but God has no end. It's eternal. He's infinite. So he knows everything. That's how you tap into. Become an open vessel. Tap into him. And he knows it all. So when you open yourself up, take that lid off. I want you guys to take the lid off.
Come on now.
So that you can become unlimited. So open your hearts, open your mind and your life to contain the infinite, all-knowing, all-powerful God. Because with him, all things are possible. Amen?
Amen.
So, I want you to repeat after me. Today, I open my mind, my heart, and my life to that which I don't yet know, that I may contain that which is greater than myself. Amen. Because greater is he that is on the inside of me than me who's in this world. We talk about Satan in that case a lot, but it's also me. I limit myself too. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's all I have for you today. Thank you.